Yeah. So, this your favorite nephew cousin, right? Back with the Sunday school message. Yesterday, I was pretty much telling you it's okay to have a uplifting spirit and have uplifted energy, because it helps those around you and stuff like that. Then I was giving y'all that live, some more of it, whatever, whatever. Speaking of live, I'll probably give y'all another one after this. I'm unsure. The floating after Sunday school. Unsure. I don't know. But I do got the water with me, right? A little bit of that. Like I said, I might do it. I ain't gonna probably hold it too long. This one, I'll probably drop this one probably about like 11:45. If I do drop the live, because what I'm gonna do, simple and plain, what I'm probably gonna do more than likely. Yeah, drop this at 11:45, like I was saying, my time. And then once it's uploaded, come back. So that'll probably be like 15 minutes, you know, probably 15 minutes, get that thing to upload, then get set up so I can smoke and chill with y'all after Sunday school and then drop that one. Then probably release that about 2:30, 3 o'clock, you know, be available to y'all so y'all can get that. I think that's how, how it go. I think that's really how it's gonna go from here. But anyways, Sunday school, I hope everybody weekend was good or still is going good, because we don't share the same weekends, right? But I still can't not show love, right? But seriously, I hope everybody weekend was good. I hope everybody was getting things done if that's what they was choosing to do. I hope everybody was safe, just had a good time, because y'all know what it is. Tomorrow, y'all back at it. Y'all probably gonna need some of that Monday motivation. So we done got that out the way. The Sunday school message. I think I wanna title this one. Cause I was talking about the planning Friday before I kind of went off, and so we gonna say, let's just say, mm, it's like, man, I be drawn through messages because I don't be wanting to take too long. So I'm just kind of, I should have had this more prepared, but I was like, I'm gonna go this way. And then when I started talking about it loud, that's all. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and probably do it like this. Cause I've been talking about balance lately. So you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm wasting y'all time because I'm really because I want to talk about solutions to problems, and then I kind of want to talk about self-expression. Matter of fact, I feel like self-expression is important. I think that's where I'm gonna go with it. Self-expression is important because it's one of those things, and I know I say that a lot, but some people be chained and locked down because they don't express themselves, right? Right? You be trying to figure out what's wrong with them. Why because they don't get to express themselves. 9 times out of 10, they don't know who they are, right? They don't feel safe expressing themselves because they feel like the world gonna judge them. I'm here to tell you, if you feel like that and you truly feel like everybody gonna judge you and everybody gonna have something to say, more than likely, they are, right? So go ahead and get it out the way if that's what you really gonna do. Now, if it's harming people, I don't recommend it. But if it's something you just unsure about, but it's eating you up inside, you just need to go ahead and let it out and go ahead and express yourself. I think self expression is important. Whether it's the way you talk, the way you act, the way you dress. And I think that's been, speaking of the way you dress, I think that's been a big part of upbringing. And, I think that's when people really, because that's the only time you really see people express themselves, whether it's through the music and through clothing. But you can also express yourself with just being honest and telling people no when they need to be told no. Especially if you can't do it. Especially if you ain't got it. Tell them folks no. That's what they say. You'll see who your friends and your family really are. I want you to tell them no, right? And it's so crazy how that works, cause you'll be the one that give to somebody. Give, no matter how many times they ask, you done gave them. But the one time you just really ain't got it, but you turn into a super villain. It's a hate crime, all type of stuff. But we gonna stick to self-expression, right? Self-expression is important because it allows you to really express who you are, and it also allows everybody to see who you are and for you to actually grow, right? It's all about that self-development. If you, to me, whether it's like I say, vocally, taking a stand on what you believe, right? Even if it don't go with the masses, right? If it ain't nothing harmful, it ain't nothing ultra crazy. Yeah, seriously. Even if you feel like, hey, the sky ain't really blue, it's just water in our atmosphere, right? If you say something like that, people gonna look at you a little crazy, but then some people gonna be like, what? I can see that, right? But you expressed yourself, right? That, and then with clothing, you wearing it because you like to wear it, right? You bought it, you thought it was cool. And then you'll probably find like-minded individuals who be like, oh, yeah, yeah, you got it on, right? Yeah, that's it. And then some people will be like, well, or girl, or dang, bro, what you got on? But that's still self-expression. Like, like I say, people gonna judge you. People probably gonna talk, right? That's what it is. But as long as you self-expressing yourself, and you're not harming nobody, and you showing your true, I would say, literally colors, or showing who you really are or who you bloomed to be. Hey, you gotta enjoy that, right? It's your life, right? It's your views, it's your opinion, it's your statement. Yeah, I think that's what it is. People be so scared of self-expression because they know people ain't gonna share the same opinion, but so they think. But you'll be surprised who will support you, especially you doing what it is that you like to do and you want to self-express. You'll be surprised who rocking with it. That, and I be telling y'all to be yourself naturally and all that other stuff, so it can open up for you that, and then other people in the universe can get inspired and get blessed as well. You probably be paving the way from certain people. I look at it like this, and I say this because I can officially say it was one thing that I really enjoyed to do, and I kind of really brought it here. It's a few phases, a few clothing items that I was doing, in my city or around, and people wasn't doing, and then it was like, dang, wow, you do, you know what I'm saying? And people gon' chalk it up and say it was them, but in reality, I know the truth. Cause I used to tell people these two things, like, well, honestly, I used to get clowned for wearing my shorts short. It's like, why are your shorts so short? And then like now it's a whole trend to have niggas and they thighs out. It's for the women now. But really for me, it was like I liked the shorts because they were cool, and like that was just my thing at the time. Like wearing shorts, wearing the board shorts, and then the sad thing about it was they were normal shorts for the most part, but my legs are just long, and I was just like, well, okay, cool. And it was one of those things I went tripping because I liked the shorts. I bought her number one, and then number two, I couldn't sag my pants as a kid, or still now. Yeah, my mom wasn't having that. My people weren't having that, so I had to do what I did. And people was talking, yeah, but I guarantee you, when they wear shorts now, those same people that wear shorts now, because it's fashion and because it's hip, don't wear their pants hanging off of them. I'm pretty sure they're kind of short and they just want to fit in. And then another trend that I was doing, and everybody was like, "Really? What?" And I be telling y'all that I was the one that was telling people for the longest that you could wear long sleeves with shorts. Right? It go together. Like some people probably like, duh. Yeah, because you could see the vision. But imagine me growing up and doing what I yeah, like people used to be on, why are you? And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Wear a nice long sleeve flannel, something cool, some khaki shorts, some long socks and probably some chucks or something, woo, woo, woo. Because that was what my staple was, you know what I'm saying? I was missing LA, right? See the Chargers back there, they always got my back, right? For the most part, until they start losing. But we ain't finna get into that. But that's self-expression. Wearing long sleeves with shorts. I'm telling you, like, a lot of people wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then if they were, it was because it was the Cali swag, or, they just knew. But I'm talking about, it was a huge population that didn't know that went together. Like, they would literally be conformed into wearing long sleeves with pants, short, like pants with short sleeves. It's like, bro, you can wear long sleeves with shorts if you do it right. But, and it's probably so small to some people because, it's probably the norm now. But I remember I was like one of the originators. Like, I didn't care because it just worked for me. Like, because I have long arms and long legs. So it's one of those things, it just worked for me. But, and I know some people will be looking at me like, bro, that's normal. I'm telling you, it's probably normal in 2026. But niggas was not doing it coming up, right? I'll say niggas weren't really hip to it till after, like, probably, we'll say 2014. Niggas wasn't, they weren't, bro. And then, like I say, and if they were, it was because they had some ties to the Cali fashion market, or you know what I'm saying. But where I was at and living, people wasn't doing that. It was probably just me and my cousins doing stuff like that, whether it was like, short board shorts, with the fit or whatever. Nah, like niggas was trying to be too cool and ultra, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was trying to be too cool and all of that. But like I said, self-expression, I feel like it is important, but it's one of those things you have to get that in your ear and in your head that you don't really care what people like, especially if you like it. And sometimes it takes a lot to, derail people's programming because they want what's hot. That's all they care about, what's hot, what everybody else doing, the things that they don't have, right? And it's like you probably got a whole arsenal in your closet or in your mind that you could pull off, but you worried about the next day because you want to be liked so bad. And I ain't gonna keep this message too long because I can feel that I'm rambling. I'm about to ramble, so I'm actually about to cut it. Probably 13 minutes and 30 seconds. But I'm gonna just say, people, yeah, man, don't let these people guide you into what is, considered the norm, especially if you don't like it. If you have strong opinions about some type of fashion or something and you don't like it, stand on it. It's okay to stand on it. You ain't gotta conform to it because there's so much of the fashion and the designer stuff that I still stand by that I think is ugly. Like, like a lot of the Yeezy stuff that everybody was so popular, I'm so glad that I didn't conform to it because I was a little close. It kind of grew on me a little bit, but a lot of it was ugly. A lot of the designer stuff to me is ugly, and they just be robbing y'all, right? I was saying this, like I said, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'm gonna get off. Just because it's expensive, don't make it drip. I'm gonna say it 2 more times. Just because it's expensive, don't make it drip. I've been saying that for years. I'll say probably since 2016, 2017. Just because it's expensive doesn't make it drip. Because a lot of y'all just be thinking y'all have it on and y'all don't. Just because that whole fit costs 2,500, you look distraught and you look like you just could afford to take it off, right? But yeah, man, it's your favorite nephew cousin because I feel I'm rambling, man. I feel like self-expression is important, but remember, just because it's expensive, don't make it drip. For real.